Thank you so much for stopping in. This is the next of the series of the Yazhi, the young girl who is missing. I've had some more communication with her, and I'm not real organized with this right now, but I want to share it with you because I started receiving this not new information, but this next series of information on the 13th of February. And let's see, my um, calendar says, oh boy, it's the 24th. I had to look to see what today is. It's the 24th. And I just need to get this out to you because it's really interesting. And I'm really feeling very honored to have this information coming to me. So before I do what I received starting the 13th of February, I do want to go back a little bit on the 16th, which is soon after I received the message from person who asked this question. Um, I asked, "Are you being held under duress?" I don't know if I included this in the other transmissions, but I asked Yazhi, "Are you being held under duress?" And her response is yes and no. And then, so add that into the other information that I put out there because yes and no meant she is kind of being held by duress, but she wants to be wherever she is. Okay. I mean, I kind of know where she is, but I am working on understanding a little bit more of where she is. As a matter of fact, speaking of that, today is the 24th, and at about, I would say, sometime in the early morning, it was still dark out. I'd get up about whatever, early. I get up early, it's always dark, but it was sometime around 2 o'clock, I would say. I got this message. Which is interesting. I'm kind of babbling, but what she said is because I think I was saying I must have been communicating with her in my sleep, basically. But I think I said, "Where are you right now?" And she came from a really far. She was way out beyond our universe, and it was on the other side. But she says 5 degrees of Sagittarius. What the heck does that mean? And she said that's is where Yazzie is. She said that's where I am, but she was on the other side. So I'm going to have to look at, I guess, at a astrological or astronomy map wherever Sagittarius is. She's 5 degrees on the other side from where we look. That's interesting. I mean, I thought I would just add that because I just remembered I wrote it down that this morning it was about 2 o'clock, but it was on 2/24/25, the date. Um, that's where she was this morning. And then on this January 17th, she watches from her dimension. She said this. She watches. Okay, well, before that, she kind of showed me a visual of this country of India. And then she said, an 11 age, another boy is missing. The boy is at age 11. I know I'm bouncing all over the place, but these are details that may fit somewhere. And then she said she watches from her dimension. She knows she has to go back to surface Earth to finish. Okay. So I'm not sure if I said any of that in one of the previous transmissions, but I just wanted to make sure it's in this documentation. I'm calling it documentation because it is. Okay. So on the February 13th of 2025 at 2:40 p.m., I said, Yazhi, are you willing to talk to me? And she said, yes, I would like to talk to you. And I said, and this is how I channel, and I write it down. I automatic write. I do it through automatic writing. I said, okay, that's nice to hear. Then she said, Yazzie said, Alice whizzed by too fast to change my resonance. I had set my energy to neutral resonance. I had set my energy to neutral resonance. So my essence cannot be detected. Then I said, do you realize there are a lot of people that are worried about you? And then Yazhi responded, worry is beyond my comprehension. I cannot worry. I am discovering. Wow. I mean, she's just being a soul that is looking around, seeing a bunch of things that she's going to share with us some point down the road. So she said, worrying is beyond my comprehension. I cannot worry. I am discovering. Wow. Talk about, I mean, that gives me goosebumps. And then I wrote 214. On 214, I said, I understand you are in a royalty position. I absolutely respect you. There are many things happening. And then I didn't get any I don't have any notes after I said that. I do think that I was probably laying down, I probably fell asleep. It seems like in order to talk to Yazhi, I have to be laying down. It's a lot of energy that comes in. So I don't have any response to that. I'll follow up on that somehow. Okay. Then at 9:30 p.m. that same night on 2/14 of 2025, this is what she says to me. She rides around on vessels that go to different areas of the Octos from where she normally toured within their vessels, their ships. It wasn't necessarily within their travel sphere. So where she goes isn't necessarily within their travel sphere. She is learning a lot to share with her mother. She wants the time to explore, to expand the realm of experience and add it to what they know. It's not that we didn't want, this is what she's saying, Yazhi is saying, it's not that we didn't want to explore different areas that I see now. It was we stayed in our, in quotes, territory to assist appropriately and don't need to expand. So there was no need to go anyplace else. Except now that she is gone, in being kind of defiant in her searching around, what she called, what did she call it? Discovering. She's not saying that it was no reason, except that they had responsibilities within their territory, in quotes, and that's what they did. So it is not okay. So then I'm going to say that again. I see. It's not that we didn't want to explore different areas that I see now. It was we stayed in our territory to assist appropriately and don't need to expand. And then she keeps saying, she goes on to say, it is not ownership or control, it is to assist. And then she says, I have found many intriguing things in different segments of the Octos. It is just segmented areas of the space. Okay. So that was February 14th at 9:30 p.m. as I was going to bed. And then I'm going to end it soon. I'd have more, but I told her, I said, I'm feeling kind of tired right now. It was by that time, it was probably 10 o'clock. I get tired. I go to bed. And then I said, I'm feeling a little tired. I told Yazhi, I'm feeling a little tired. And she said, she will wait while my physical body regains rest to resume our conversation. To Claire, she said, I, I, she says, to clarify, Yazhi said, to clarify, you, me, Teresa, the unlikely channeler, you are drained of the resonance necessary to continue receiving accurately at this time. So she let me rest. She's like, okay, well, I'm always here. I mean, I'm coming and going. Obviously she was way somewhere else early this morning and came in when I thought about her, or when she was, I don't know if I was thinking about her or not, but she was 5 degrees of Sagittarius early this morning. And so that message, then the transmission or channeling I took on the 14th, it ended where I said, I'm a little tired. And she said, you are drained of the resonance necessary to continue receiving accurately at this time. She let me sleep. And then she came back on the 21st. I'll do another video of that conversation. Okay, all right, so thank you. Please stay tuned because I have the next part of the conversation that starts on February 21st of 2025, and I'd love to share that with you. Please stay tuned because there's a lot more to come.